Hi everyone, we've had quite a few fans asking us about our training for 2026. So yeah, there's quite a lot of myths out there that we're gonna have to solve here and debunk. So you ready?
I am ready. Okay, first one. F1 drivers train their neck every single day.
My philosophy is to get fitter for driving, drive as much as you can.
Yes. There is definitely an element of, I must be on not the extreme side of every day, but I will train my neck in the off season, maybe 2 to, I'd say 3 times a week. But
Which method do you use?
a mix of everything. I would say harness work, just kind of like, you know, the neck planks.
Neck plank.
So, we'll do like 1 rep max, different rotational ones. You can have different machines as well. So you can have maybe ones that are more about twisting and focusing on different areas. That being said, the first 10 laps you go around Barcelona,
It doesn't matter how much you've trained your neck.
you are destroyed. So it's such a niche
Muscles that you don't get to in gym, no?
Yeah, and I think the science behind it's got better, and you can do more and more similar drills. But actually, the best thing is just driving, and even to the point where sometimes we can use weighted helmets. So you can wear like a helmet that has a ton of weight around it, maybe 4 or 5 times heavier than a normal helmet, and you can go karting and things like that.
Exactly.
So no, we don't. At least I don't. I don't think Carlos definitely doesn't, and I don't think any driver does every single day.
I used to do.
Every day?
You don't need one, eh?
What's that?
You have a pretty big head.
Oh yeah. I mean, thing is look. I think no. Keep it.
I was joking.
Neck strength. I think is very.
It's relative.
It's genetic as well.
I think so.
So big head, big brain, big neck. My neck actually doesn't look that big.
I think drivers with a short neck struggle less.
True. Who doesn't struggle? Fernando.
I think, for example, I don't think Max struggles much.
Yes.
I don't think
Lando seems to be strong.
Lando, Isaac, for example. I don't know. I think people that are more compressed.
Yeah, I agree. F1 drivers don't need to do cardio.
I think that's the thing.
This is Mr. Cardio over here.
I used to don't do that much cardio, but recently I've increased a lot my hours of cardio, thanks to my passion for cycling. And I think so. I think, for example, in Qatar, I'd lie to you if I thought my heart rate was above 130 beats per minute. Like I was really cruising, which I remember a few years ago, Qatar, you know, and I think the cycling maybe has a bit of effect in that. Having said that, both neck and cardio are the most boring things to train.
Of course.
So it's not easy to do.
It's a tricky one because I think our load is drivers train different forms of cardio, kind of zone 1, short and intense, or you can go zone 3, which is long and slow. Our races are generally long and slow. It's 2-hour races, 1.5 to 2 hours. That's to work that heart rate zone. It's
boring.
It's boring, really.
You
boring.
need to go to the gym or get the bike like I do, 1.5 to 2 hours and stay there.
Exactly. So we mix it up. Try to keep it interesting as much as we can. F1 drivers need to have a lot of muscle. Muscle in the right places.
We need muscle in our necks.
Muscle in our necks.
We need muscle in our lower back, glute, and core.
Yeah.
I think if you have those 3 things covered, you can survive a Formula 1 car. So this area and this. If you have good neck and good core, glute, and hip flexors, you're good for that one car.
Yeah, it's quite niche. Obviously, we cannot just put on muscle to put on muscle. I think the smaller drivers can, but as much as the FIA are helping us with weight limits, it's still on the lower side. So I'm touching around 6'2", and I have to weigh around 73 kilos dry, which you can imagine if you just had muscle, you would not be able to do that. So it's a balance, and it's always a balance with our training and our nutrition.
Correct.
F1 drivers don't need flexibility, just strength and endurance.
I think the thing about F1 drivers is that we lack a lot of flexibility because of the position we drive on. So you need to constantly counteract that with mobility and flexibility.
We have the worst postures in the world.
You need to think our driving position is here.
Yeah.
So all the body
and strapped in.
Yeah.
And with all the forces and 2 hours of driving, your muscles kind of get strong around that.
When you jump out of the car, you're like,
oh God, I hate it. You'll see drivers, if you ever see them on a plane or anything, they're going to be like this the whole time, trying to like
get the shoulders back.
And it's not fun, but we do a lot of mobility to try to counteract that. Flexibility itself, I don't think is that important.
But that's a myth, I think. Flexibility is something important, but most important for a human body is the mobility of the human body, which does include flexibility inside of it.
For sure, and I think it's injury prevention, and when we get older, we don't want to be too hunchback. So that's about it. It's the time of year when people sometimes introduce a new training plan, so if you've been thinking about getting more active, this might keep you motivated.
If you want to take part, send in your videos of your training and what's keeping you motivated in 2026.
The best ones will win a prize.